On this vlog, I want to teach you, because Stephanie asked, how I pick all my Instagram hashtags that help me grow my Instagram on autopilot. Alright, you guys, hello. I know I usually talk about live streaming and video, but I usually am quite natural at marketing and social media, and Stephanie, one of my Perry 10K members, wanted me to teach you guys how I pick all my Instagram hashtags. So I'm gonna do a very quick tutorial for you guys. So the first thing you notice is I do 30 hashtags, okay? And I'll share with you why. So firstly, why should you use hashtags on Instagram? The reason you want to use hashtags on Instagram is because Instagram users tend to search for hashtags. They search for particular tags and they can discover you through a hashtag. They can find you and they can buy from you, pretty much. And the more of these you use, the more opportunities for you to get discovered. Now, how do I pick hashtags? Well, a couple of rules about hashtags. I only tend to pick hashtags that have between 1,000 and 20,000 users, sometimes a little bit more, but I rarely go anything over 100,000. Let me show you what I mean. I'm not going to post this, I'm just going to use it as an example, but let's just say I wanted to post this photo and I wanted to search for relevant hashtags. What I would do is I would search the hashtag relevant, and let's say I wanted to use a hashtag. Let's say I wanted to use a hashtag for people looking for Instagram tips, right? Because right now this is what I'm doing. I'm sharing an Instagram tip. So I'm going to search for Instagram, and look at the top. You're going to see exactly how many posts are there. So 6 million, 90 million, definitely not using these. Why would you not want to use these massive ones? Because if you do, your post is going to get lost in between all of these. You need to have a lot of followers, my love, to get noticed with these hashtags. So if you're brand new to Instagram, or if you even have any less than 100,000 followers, I don't recommend it, really. So what I would do is I would scroll all the way down and I would look for hashtags that have a lot less. So for example, this one has 66,000, but it's not very relevant to what I want to do. So I keep scrolling, and I don't find anything. Now, what I would do is I would then add another word. I would add Instagram tips, and then I would look. So check this out, 35,000. And now that's a much better number. And I would tap on that. And I would do that about 30 times. Another tip, I always use my own personal hashtag, Perry10K, and my own personal hashtag, Livestream Ninjas, because I just want to keep a record of every single photo that I post and all my community that they post. The Perry10K one is really good because there are about, let's see, Perry10K has about 625 posts. This is good. So our community using the hashtag is helping the hashtag grow, and the more the hashtag grows, then we can actually use that hashtag and connect with each other, but also explore and increase our reach. So this is how I look for hashtags. Now, how do I come up with the words that I would actually search for? I want you to think about the words and the questions that the searcher will be thinking. For example, there are some hashtags out there that are only used by marketers. Let's say marketing coach. Like if you're a marketing coach, your clients aren't gonna look for marketing coaches. They're gonna look for marketing tips. They're gonna look for marketing strategy. So I want you to think, what would a potential client search for? I know for my clients, they would look for, let me show you some of my hashtags so that you can see exactly what I mean. I know that my clients or my potential Perry 10K members would look for these things. They would look for live streaming, They would look for live streamer. They would look for the Periscope app. They would look for Peri10K because Peri10K is a live stream community. They would look for Facebook live stream hashtag. They would look for Summit Live because it's a very relevant live stream conference. They would look for Periscope teachers. Those are the hashtags that my audience would look like. And they would usually find me through it. Like this picture I only posted yesterday. I don't have that many followers and I already have 110 likes. This one has 178 likes. Just using the same hashtags. So this is how I research. I ask myself, how would my potential user client search for what they need on Instagram? Think of any conferences that are relevant to you. Put them in your hashtag. Think of any names, any famous names that maybe your client is interested in. Think of everything that your client will be interested in, including stuff that includes personal life. Like if you know that your client is a doctor, maybe you can put a hashtag doctor's life or doctor's world. Search for something that they would search for. If your client is into pole dancing, put the hashtag pole dancing, all that kind of things. Don't put the things that you would search for as the expert. Put the things that they would, and always try to find hashtags between 1,000 users, and you if you're brand new, you want to go up to 10,000 and nothing more. If you're much more advanced, you can go much more. Why do you want to do that? Because your goal is to appear at the top of that hashtag. Let me show you what I mean. If I go to Peri10K, you will see that my post is right at the top of 624. So anyone looking for hashtag Peri10K will find mine at the top. Let's see another one. Periscope teachers, I usually rank at the top. Right there. Periscope teachers has 3,000 people that have used it. So mine will be at the top. So out of all the people searching for these hashtags, they would find my picture at the top. That's why you want to find hashtags that are not that competitive. It's the same rule for Google keywords. You don't want to use the most competitive keywords. You want to use the lowest competitive keywords that people search for. So that's how I search for them. Now, how do I actually use them? What I do is once I add them, I would copy all of these and then I would paste them into Evernote. Let me show you. I have a couple of Evernotes that share all my hashtags. So I have smaller hashtag new. This is the hashtag, all the 30 hashtags that I use on a daily basis. All I do is I take this, I copy all of it, and I paste it in my Instagram. That's all I do. And then I would go to, let me give you, this is the most important tip. I never put the hashtags in the description, because if I did, they would show up in the description. Instead, what I do, and what you should do, is put the hashtags in the first comment. That way, the hashtags still count, but they don't actually look visible. So when I go like this, you don't see the hashtags and it does not look spammy. And usually if you do have the hashtags at the front, it does look spammy. So bear that in mind. I hope this has been useful. I don't think I'll be sharing any more today because I have so much more to do, but I think this is going to be super useful to you. Thank you, Steph, for suggesting this topic. Yay! And make sure you add me on Instagram, Livestream Katja. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah!